Yes, it's another beautiful, beautiful Thursday. And as you know, every Thursday I get to be your host to host you through the vibe. Yes, it's Girl Vibes once again on ETV Ghana. And today I'm going to take you through a beautiful topic. Yes, a very serious topic, I must say. And I know my girls are going to be interested when it comes to this topic. So do stay to your TV set. Let's get interactive on WhatsApp on 02022222054. Okay, send me your experiences. Have you been harassed before? Do let me know. And have you even tried harassing anyone? Do you know what it takes when it comes to harassment? And do you even know what harassment is? Do stay glued right here on ETV Ghana. My name is Mercy B, and I'm always going to be your Ekofi princess. Do stay. Yes, welcome back. You are watching Girl Vibes right here on ETV Ghana, and my name still remains Mercy B. Today, again, we will be vibing on a very interesting topic. I told you today we are talking about sexual harassment, and I have with me a gorgeous model. Yes, she happens to be a Ghanaian, and her name is Adam Fair. I mean the name, Adam.
Merci.
Akwawa.
Merci.
Your surname?
And I'm fair.
Fair,
Oh, fair,
why?
yeah. Fair, it's like I'm fair.
Really?
I'm fair with everything I do, like I'm fair.
So that's why you're called Fair, but it's not
No,
from
really,
your
just,
dad?
it's actually from my surname, Fari.
Okay,
so
so
Fari,
it's Fari,
I just stand
and
it.
you decided to make it fair.
Fair, yeah.
Okay, so that's fair, I understand. But you're looking, gorgeous in your blue.
Thank you.
Actually, blue is my favorite color. And I don't know why I decided to wear blue today. Trust me, only to catch you up in blue as well. That's so pretty. It looks like we are going to vibe more today.
Yes, you're going to vibe, hopefully,
All this corona and all stuff, how are you, coping with it?
Oh, it's it took us, I wouldn't say it took us by surprise because we got to know about it happening in China.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think we're managing it well. And, I've taken advantage of it, and I'm just, studying online, doing other internship stuff. So yeah, I'm coping well.
Okay, so let's move that side. I know you're a model.
Yes.
And being a model here in Ghana, how's it like?
It's okay, right? It's cool. It depends. I always say that it depends on your branding.
Okay.
If you brand very well, you get the right companies to work with.
Yeah.
So it's okay. It's lucrative. Depends on how you.
In Ghana?
In Ghana,
Are
yes.
you sure?
That's what I said.
Okay.
It depends on your branding. So if you're starting,
so
it
if the
depends
brand
on
is solid, then everything will get to
You're
match
good.
up well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so today we are discussing about sexual harassment. And you being a model, I know, models do go through a lot of stuff like that. Personally, I started as a model.
Okay.
A lot of people do not know that side of me, but I did for I think 1 to 2 years, and then I started acting. So I know a bit of that. So when we say sexual harassment, in your own simple definition, what is sexual harassment?
Okay. So basically, it's an unwelcome or an unwanted sexual advances towards me. Okay, so maybe you having this sexual thoughts and you keep, bringing it up. So it's just an unwanted, unwelcome sexual advances or sexual requests or request for sexual favors towards somebody, and it could be offensive and very intimidating sometimes. Yeah.
What are some of the conduct that you would term as, sexual harassment?
Let's say we are cool, right? But sometimes you just want to get closer to me and then touch my thigh or this side.
Yeah.
And sometimes you want to get closer, like
too close,
very, very close.
Yeah.
And probably texting me at ungodly hours, and so many stuff like.
Oh, so testing too can be.
Of course, if I'm not okay with it,
okay,
like texting me, yo, what's up, like 10 o'clock now, texting me. How would you feel? If you're not like that, if you don't have that rapport and you were trying to create that, Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're harassing me.
No, but at 10 p.m. and I'm your friend. I mean, like, we are not really, okay, let me say we are colleagues. And then I'm testing you. Or because you're a model, let me take it to that angle. So let me just say I'm your manager and you're a model. Or maybe I'm just a new client or something like that. Now coming to you as a model that I want to use you, what are some of the things that, let's say, testing you at 10 p.m. will make it be an harassment or something to be harassed by my messages? What are some of the messages that you see them to be harassing?
Aside, okay, let's take this one out. If you're going to be texting me, usually, okay, you are a client. Let me get your question right. You're a client and you want to text me. Usually, you just do it through my manager. You don't need to.
Okay, so what about your manager? Who
manager
can harass you as a
manager,
model?
As a model, anybody can harass you. That's the whole
Okay.
thing. Even somebody you're really close to can harass you. So it's not about the kind of relationship you have with the person. It doesn't matter the relationship you have with the person. The thing is, if the person is harassing you, the person is doing something you don't like.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's a harassment.
Yeah.
So I do not like the things you're doing.
Okay.
You're harassing me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it doesn't matter the kind of relationship you have with the person.
Okay.
If the person is doing something you don't like, just know the person is harassing you. My manager can text me anytime, let me know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe it's late, so you just let me know what I'm supposed to do. But in the sexual way, not in the not in the
like making you feel uncomfortable.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That is very, very bad. So yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been harassed in your line of field, being a model?
And not really, but as a kid, when I was growing up, I got, I've actually experienced this 3 times, more than 4 times actually.
Wow.
But the ones I actually remember vividly are like 3 times. One was in my primary school, my uncle, and then sometimes you grow up and then life take you somewhere. And I ended up in the stone quarry trying to like fend for myself, and actually almost got raped in the stone quarry.
Wow.
Crazy, huh? So
at a young age.
At a young age.
How old were you?
But I think I was around 17, 18, thereabout. So with the classroom, usually my teachers are like, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so brilliant. So it started like that. And I had one teacher called Sir John.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention the school. And he likes giving those comments. So one time, I was just there, and then he called me to come in front of the class. And I did. And then he was like, Gloria. So I'm also called Gloria.
Okay.
Kiss me.
Oh, really? Your teacher?
My teacher. I was like, then I looked through I scanned through the whole classroom because
watching them.
Exactly. Then I'm like, I was so tensed that I didn't know what to do. I was like, I just kept shaking my head over and over.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, if you don't kiss me, then go and sit down. And then I went to sit down. But this is what happened. When I moved from, I think it was class 4 to class 5, there was this time that, Saturday classes, those times, if you don't come to Saturday classes, they lash you for not coming to Saturday classes. So I didn't come for Saturday classes, and they were raiding the whole classrooms to check. So they called the roll call. You came to Saturday classes, so you stand here. The ones who didn't come, come stand here. And I came to stand because I didn't come. I didn't have any vital excuse, so I was there. So they were lashing, like about 4 different teachers lashing us. Pa, 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 pa.
And the one that asked you to kiss him
was part of them. So he was like, baby girl, my girl, come. I will lash you hard. Just come to me. But you see, when he was like, come to me,
what was going through your mind?
What happened in the classroom just reflected. And I was like, and I just kept shaking my head. And the one teacher that I didn't want to go to, the one that caught me, I mean, like, he almost messed up my palms. Like, it was so crazy. So that one was one. And then my pastor, I actually made, when I was launching my foundation, my pastor did this. It came with me singing in church, right? I don't know if I still have that grace, but it came with me singing in church. And you see, he started, calling me more often because we had other singers. So he started calling me more often to
Yeah.
sing and all those stuff. So
Yeah.
he was supposed to get married to a particular lady we don't know.
Yeah.
And not knowing that the elders in the church thought that he kept calling me too much. So he's having this
An
thought.
affair with you or something.
They think that he's having that kind of thought towards me. I was very young.
Yeah.
And these old people, their mind can go very far. So it just went that way where one time he started making the comment like he doesn't even know why they are acting the way they are acting.
Okay.
I think we're going to pictures. And then he was like, he doesn't even know why they are acting the way they are acting, etc. And even if he decides to marry me, who are they to say no? Do you get it?
Okay.
So in my head, I don't know what is happening. I don't know how this whole conversation came about.
Yeah.
All I know is you're getting married to somebody else, and I'm just a singer in your church. And then your elders are having this kind of conversations, and then now it is a conversation about me. And then now you're saying that if you're supposed to get married to me, they don't have anything. But what? I have a say in this.
Okay.
Do you get it? So one time we went out to go to minister, and then
Okay.
we're coming back. Right at the back of the taxi, it's like he just pounced.
On you?
And I was like, I was so scared. I just
Was it just the two of you at the
it
back
was,
of the taxi?
It was just the two of us at the back of the car. So in my head, I have had some of the weirdest like harassment ever. So I just got out of the car. It was actually around Odoko, Kaneshi Odoko there. I just took a car and I went to Nansuma where my mom was. So when I got home, I told my mom what happened. And then she was like, she's going to ask the pastor, but I should calm down.
Okay.
She asked the pastor, and the pastor was like, no, nothing like that happened. So my mom realized that I had withdrawn from the church. I no longer go again. I was like headstrong. I was like, I don't want to go. No, never. My mom was like, no. And I'm like, you don't get it. This is what happened. And I don't want to go there. I don't feel like going
And
there.
how was her reaction when you told her you've been harassed by your pastor?
So she was very calm. She was
Okay.
like, she's going to ask
The pastor.
the pastor. So she went to ask the pastor, and the pastor said no. So as times went on, that I stopped going to church. And my mom gives a lot. That's one thing about my mom. Like, pastors like her for doing that. So now my mom started realizing how resilient I was, how headstrong I was, and I didn't want to continue with the church. And little by little, she started, withdrawing, because I'm
From the
that
church as well.
Yes, like
Yeah, yeah.
she sees me as that golden girl. Sorry to my sisters and the rest. So she stopped giving it out. And then one time the pastor came, and then my mom brought the topic up again, because this is a topic that keeps coming up in the house. I knew she didn't really want to address it because of how nice the pastor was. So the pastor came again to the house, and she brought it up again. And then he was like, and this is the time where my mom actually stopped giving money in
For
the
the
church.
church.
Then he was like, oh,
That was what the pastor said. And what did mommy do about that?
from there she stopped. She stopped going to the church. She stopped taking their calls. She stopped so many things.
But did you report the pastor to the
No.
police or anything?
No. That is that thing about our culture, where even if there is domestic violence, they don't want it to become a criminal. They don't want it to get into the criminal system.
To
Do you
push
get
it
it? They
to
don't want
the
exactly. They just want you guys to solve it at home, and it is a problem, and it's still going on, right? So they didn't want it to happen. Like what happened in my school, I didn't even know who to tell, because we didn't have that kind of orientation on like this can happen to you as a girl or as a boy. So if something like this happened to you, report to this person. Do you get it? So nothing like that has happened. And I just, yeah.
Well, what about the third one? What happened? The third
Oh, the
harassment?
stone quarry. So I found myself in the stone quarry, cracking stone, making ends meet, I know different type of stones now for builders because of that. And then the guy was always like, my wife, like, oh, my beautiful wife,
Yeah.
you're in, come and let me give you a job to do, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So his pit, sometimes it's really hard getting stone to crack. It's a lot, but sometimes if they don't know you very well, and with him, because you've created that rapport, he can give you enough time
To work
and he
on.
can and he can also give you the time to fetch it from the pit and then arrange them, or then give you enough portion to crack so that you can make money for yourself. So he was really nice, very, very nice to me for like a year being there. And one time that's my wife thing kept going on. And then it was just the two of us, and this was in broad daylight, like in the afternoon.
He
Probably
started
like
touching?
1, 2. It didn't even happen. It was like the normal pat on the back, you know, that kind of thing. But because we were cool,
Yeah.
I didn't really think about those things.
Yeah.
And I was really young. I didn't think about those things.
How old were you as at that time? Still in your teen? Or?
Yes, probably
Okay.
in my 20s then.
Okay.
No. With a song career, I was very young, right
Okay.
from GHS. Right from GHS.
So let's say
Yes,
early
this-
teens, somewhere
yes.
14, 15,
15.
13.
My
somewhere
parents woke up around when I was 15 years.
Okay.
So somewhere around 16, 17,
there. Okay.
probably. That's when this happened.
Okay, let me not cut you, okay? But we have to go for a break. But before that, you know, June here with Global Alliance GMABC is of Financial Literacy Month, yes. So on ETV, on YFM, and on Happy FM, yes, Happy 98.9 FM. Tune in each and every day to all of our shows, and you get to learn a lot about your financial literacy. So you get to know how to save and invest in your hard-earned money after working, the kind of money you make from what should you use it for, and then, you know, how to invest it and how to keep your investment well. So yes, to be a sponsor on this, you have to call us on 020-2222-059 or 020-2222-095. You can also call us on 024-288-4571. Yes, so call us and get to be a sponsor on this, you know, show as well. This agenda is a very good one, and then we get to teach you all about financial literacy. Yes, so June is our financial literacy month. Let's go for a break. When we come back, I'll get to read your messages, and then, you know, we vibe more. Get to deeper. Also share with me, you know, your whatever experience you've had when it comes to sexual harassment. Have you been harassed being at the office, you know, between your friends? We'll get to also know, because sometimes our boyfriends even get to harass us. But today we get to learn all that on Girl Vibes. Let's go for a break. When we come back, the conversation continues. Yes, welcome back. You're watching Girl Vibes right here on ETV Ghana. So Global Media Alliance presents its second webinar series on the topic, the impact of COVID-19 on the event and hospitality industries. Join Akwesi Ajimai, CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority, Bella Ehu, President, Ghana Tourism Federation, and Nesboatin, CEO of Global Media Alliance Group, and Mrs. Teresa Ayowade, co-founder and executive director of Multiple Concepts Group, as they share insights and ideas on the future of the event and hospitality industries and how to take advantage of the new normal, that is the COVID-19. Okay, so it's happening on Friday, June 12th, 2020 at exactly 10 a.m. on ETV Ghana. So it's live on Zoom, and it's also going to be live on ETV Ghana and on GTV. So do make sure that you join this webinar. To register, you can register on www.gmaworld.com. So register now at www.gmaworld.com. For more details, contact 020-2222-096, 020-2222-096. So our media partners, ETV Ghana, GTV, Happy FM, and YFM. Yes, so welcome back. You know, we are vibing today on a very serious topic. Yes, sexual harassment. A lot of ladies, a lot of girls go through this. And it's been something that some people do take it normal, sometimes verbally, and sometimes they get to the extent of touching some part of your body. Sorry to mention, it gets to even to the breast side of it. I think I have to say this so that we'll get to know, because some girls are even young to the extent that they don't even know when you touch that side of their body. And I even want to come to this at them. Do we take girls touching, you know, their fellow girls, such parts of their bodies, to as harassment?
You see, the the key word here is when you feel uncomfortable or when you don't like it, right?
Okay.
So if the person keep doing it and you don't like it, it's a harassment. So if it is it's same sex, it can happen. Opposite sex, it can happen. Right? Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter about the sex of the person, being it a boy or a girl.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
matter.
can really happen to anyone.
Yes.
Okay. So we will be talking to a lawyer. Yes, lawyer Leslie is going to be on the phone with us very shortly, because with your story about someone disturbing you, you know, harassing you sexually. Oh, I think lawyer Leslie is already on the line. Hello, lawyer. How are you doing?
Hi, ladies. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing so well. I'm blessed. I mean,
how are you keeping safe?
I'm trying. You know, we are doing our best, trying to wear the mask and then, you know, staying well. It's the new normal now. I hope you're staying safe as well.
Yeah, I'm doing same.
All
We are
right.
all doing same.
Okay, and I'm excited having you once again here on Girl Vibes.
Yes, it seemed like yesterday I was on your show. How time flies.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so that is him on the set, you know, so handsome. A very handsome lawyer that I think will be free for you to consult at any time when you're being harassed. So, Lawyer
no
Leslie, thank you. When we say sexual harassment, in your own few words, what is sexual harassment?
You know, when we talk about sexual harassment, right, one thing you should understand about it is that it belongs to the set of offenses known as sexual offenses. So an aspect of sexual offenses can be sexual harassment, even though in the criminal act it is not explicitly made reference to as sexual harassment, but as indecent assault. When we look at sexual harassment, we are referring to any unwanted sexual advances, requests, or physical contact, okay? And it has to be of a sexual nature. And not only that, it has to create a hostile or offensive environment for the victim. So what we can deduce here is that sexual harassment, first of all, is unwelcome.
Okay.
It is unwelcome because it violates the person's right to consent to sex or to these sexual advances.
Okay.
Yes, so that is sexual advancement, sexual harassment, sorry.
Okay. So, is it only guys that do harass girls, or can a girl be harassed by a girl? Is it, you know, also termed as harassment?
Yes, you know, there's a set of offenses known as gender-neutral offenses. When we say gender-neutral offenses, we mean those kind of offenses where the victim can either be male or female. You understand that? So girls can be harassed by girls. Girls can be harassed by the opposite sex. And also males can be harassed by males, and males can be harassed by the opposite sex. That is the meaning of the phrase gender-neutral offenses. You understand that? The only gender-oriented offense in Ghana is rape, because per the laws of Ghana, it is only a female 16 or above that can be raped, especially where her consent was not procured. Yes. So, yes, both male and female can be harassed sexually, and the perpetrator can be both male and female.
Okay. You being a lawyer, let me ask you this. So, between the girls and the boys, which party is being harassed most when it comes sexually?
I knew that would come up.
Yeah.
You know, without any statistical data in front of me right now, I can't do a cumulative check. But the tendency of females to be harassed tends to be more than their male counterparts. Yes, that I can vouch for.
Okay.
Yes, but I do not have any statistical data to analyze. Yes.
Okay. So what do you think really caused this? I mean, why do ladies, get to be the most harassed?
Well, if you look at the whole societal arrangement, society tends to be patriarchal in its dispensation.
Yeah.
And so men, right from the beginning, are made to know that they are men. They are explorative, they are curious, they are domineering, they are dominating. They are led to believe that they have a sense of power. But as to where that power should end, I don't think most men are made to understand that power ends where consent is present. And so no matter how, in quotes, powerful or you think, so no matter how powerful you think you are, in quotes, your power ends where consent becomes an issue. Otherwise, where you violate a person's consent, consent is sacred, okay, to the person. The person has the right to consent to anything. So if you take away such consent, you'll be stripped of your power and the law will deal with you.
Okay.
So I think patriarchy forms the dominant factor why women tend to be the victims of sexual harassment. Yes.
Okay. So per the law, what should I do when I feel harassed sexually?
Well, okay. Now, sexual harassment can take place in an institution where there's a defined employer-employee relationship. So we are looking at sexual harassment at workplaces. Now, at workplaces, there are internal mechanisms you can deploy.
Yes.
So there's a supervisor, there's an immediate supervisor, there's an overall boss.
Yeah.
Sometimes we even have departments that look into these things. So your first step is to engage these mechanisms. But I always tell people that your first step should be to speak out. Even before you engage these supervisory powers that be, you need to speak out. You need to speak out if your consent is being violated. But all the same, where you initiate these institutional mechanisms, then there will be, of course, it is an allegation. So the accused person would be held before a disciplinary committee so that his right to be heard would also be enforced. And if it is determined that indeed he did engage in these pockets of offenses, then he will be given the sack or he will be indicted and then he will be made to go home pending investigation. Okay. Apart from that, sexual harassment can occur outside work. And over there, you don't have any institutionalized process you need to follow.
Yes, Adam made mention of being harassed at a church.
Yes. Yes, so at the church, now, there are two ways. You can either, the church is also an institution.
Yes.
You can initiate the internal mechanisms, or the law welcomes all of you. You can lodge a complaint with the police. And that is the first step in initiating criminal proceedings against the person. Yes.
Okay. At what point can sexual harassment become sexual assault?
Sexual assault,
yes. Okay.
Some aspects of sexual harassment rest at advances and requests. Okay. And like I said from the beginning, the laws of Ghana does not necessarily or explicitly have an offense known as sexual harassment. Okay. The best we have is indecent assault, which belongs to the class of sexual offenses. So an aspect of sexual harassment which involves forced bodily contact in a sexual way can ripen into indecent assault. You understand that? It can ripen into indecent assault per the laws of the land. And you are looking at facing an imprisonment of not less than 6 months if you are found guilty. Yes. But you see, in addition to the criminal aspect, what most people don't know is that there's a civil aspect to any conduct.
Okay.
And so you can actually sue such a person also. And you would get what the lawyers call damages or monetary compensation for the pockets of assault that were perpetrated against your person. Yes.
Okay.
So that is the only time that some forms of sexual harassment can ripen into indecent assault.
Okay. So if we have all these advantages to report people that do harass us sexually, what stops victims from reporting to the police or any authorities that they have to?
Relativism. Everybody is different. Everybody sees life from his or her own point of view. So personal choice. Some people, you know, even God cannot violate free will. God cannot force you to do stuff, and free will is the most powerful, one of the most powerful elements on earth. You can't force, like we all say, you can force a horse to the riverside, but you can't force him to drink from drinking from the river. So it's personal choice. The person can decide to either report or not. You understand that? Except where the person, in the eyes of the law, is a child. Then the complaint can be lodged on behalf of such a person by a parent, a guardian, or even anybody in a supervisory position over such a person. Another factor is the lack of or inadequate legal information or awareness. It will surprise you that most people don't even know that the law can even welcome you to report such complaint. It will surprise you. Because sometimes, the few times I've had some interactions with some victims, they didn't even know that there was such a legal remedy waiting for them, and the remedy was in a sort of punishment, because the aim of criminal jurisdiction is to punish. What's worse was that they didn't even know that there was a civil aspect where they could receive monetary compensation for the assault leveled against them. Then finally, we have this social conditioning. Everybody says that the Ghanaian is forever forgiven. And yes, and he's forever accommodating.
Okay. So, Lawyer Leslie, I wish we could, you know, dive more into this conversation, but time, you know, is a bit far spent.
Time is an enemy of all of that.
You know. So thank you for, you know, being part of today's edition of Girl Vibes. Thank you so much for always being there for us.
You are welcome, and thank you too for having me.
All right, you're welcome.
You keep safe.
I will. You too do so.
So
yes, that was Lawyer Leslie on the phone with us, and then I hope you've learned a lot. Whenever you feel harassed, make sure you know you call the authorities. So let's watch our social media trends. Adam is still here with me, and we are still vibing on sexual harassment. Do send me your messages, your experiences, all on 02022222054. Let's take a watch at our social media trends. As you're watching Girl Vibes right here on ATV Ghana, so that is our fashion tip for this week. Yes, so how to rock your hair bonnet. You know, you need to keep your hair safe, so you have to wrap them carefully in your hair bonnet. Adam, our social media trends for today. Shatawale.
Yes.
He has sacked all his militants. calling them lazy guys and all that. But I feel before you sign up an artist, you being a model, right?
Yes.
That is good.
Yeah.
So let's say your manager, for instance. I'm excited your manager is here. He's your manager, right?
No, my manager is actually
Okay, but I know he's watching.
Yes.
Okay, so how will you feel if one day your manager, just wakes up and then pick a phone or through social media, you get to know that you've been sacked by your manager because he thinks you're lazy? How will you feel?
I think I'm gonna feel bad.
All right,
right,
anyway, that is our topic, so it's fine. That was just our social
Yeah.
media trend for today.
Yeah.
So let me read few of your WhatsApp messages. We are discussing about sexual harassment, okay? So being it at the office, around your friends, even in relationship, that is what we are coming to talk about now when it comes to our relationship. But I feel like reading few of your messages because I don't want to ignore you people so much. This one says, happy birthday to Kojo Miller and all JOB boys in Asinfosu YG. I've never harassed a girl before, and I don't think after watching this show I will ever do so. Okay, sometimes please make sure your writings are clear for me to be able to read them. This one says, hello, please, we can't hear you clearly. Can you please stop calling. Increase your volume. Please increase the volume on your TV set. I think that is really where the problem is. And we are also streaming live on Facebook. This one says, hi, good afternoon. You are looking gorgeous in your blue. Thank you. She says, I'm excited about your topic, sexual harassment. A lot of ladies take some compliments as just a mere compliment, but it's an attack to your personalities. Example, like, you are looking sexy. Yes, I think this one is really is. I'm excited it's coming from, someone watching actually. Sometimes, from the office or even among your friends. I remember right in front of my office, not long ago, I was walking one Saturday morning. I actually work on Saturday morning as well. So I was walking in a cute dress, just a simple dress. So, and this guy was just passing, was like, hey, Nakatesia na sexy demia. I was like, at that moment, trust me, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I feel like so harassed because there were people around, and the way he said it, I was like, I don't know, but I felt
all the
so
eyes
bad
were
about
like
it.
on you,
but people do take in all this and feel it's normal. Trust me, it's not normal at all. If you feel, some compliments are not at all. If you feel someone passes a comment to you that is, sexually, harassing you, please, sometimes you have to make it a point to them, for them to know. Because personally, after thinking about it, trust me, I came out again and then I told the guy, trust me, I didn't like what you said to me. Please make sure next time you don't pass such, statement to me again. Trust me. But people take such as personal. Have you ever been harassed that way before?
No, I've actually seen that where there's this particular guy that they pick on. And anytime he comes in, it's more about his, they look at his private part, and then keep talking about that part. Hey, and I can see like, and then dear, what I think too much. Just one person keep doing it to him all the time. And sometimes with ladies, it happens where you see that your supervisor or somebody will be like, no, you should come and sit in front of me. And every single time, like, it's, it just happens like that. And sometimes it's very important to take note of these things. Even as children even get this sometimes in the house where you can see that when your kid is growing up, and this is something parents don't notice. When your kid is getting sexually harassed, it's very important for you as a parent
to pay attention to the kids.
It's like when your kid is growing up, they'll just say, hey, I'm on the son. Hey, no phone, hey, I'm hey, no who you feel, obani the wafawo. Like those kind of things is very important as a parent to start taking note of this. And these things happen and we don't see them. Let
me not cut you, okay? People are actually trying to call through the WhatsApp line. So my lines are activated now. You can call me on 055 5657 278 055 5657 278. So you can call me on that one, not on my WhatsApp line, okay? So yes, it's on your screen now, 055 5657 278. Pick your phone and do call me now. So Adam, yes, you can continue.
Exactly. So these things happen all the time. And as a parent, you are responsible for your kid. You need to pay attention to things like this. Okay, I was reading about a 65-year-old man who raped a 3-year-old kid. And they just saw it as a normal thing. The man keeps calling the kid in to send the kid every single time. And they're not taking, and there's a possibility that the man probably had made comments.
Yeah.
And they didn't even take note of it, right? And these are things that are happening. They've made it like a normal thing. Oh, it's not so
Yeah.
But no, this person, what the person is saying, as an adult, put yourself in the kid's shoe. Like you see an elderly lady looking at a younger boy and be like, oh, hey, and anyway, naya kesiye. Like they do, especially if the kid stands up to pee or something. These are things you should take note of.
Attention to.
You have to pay attention to these things. Otherwise, they'll mess up your children.
They'll take advantage of them.
Exactly.
They'll take advantage of
And
them.
Exactly.
Let me come to the relationship side of it, because people take it too normal. Do you think you can be harassed by your boyfriend?
All the time.
Is it normal?
It's possible. It is actually possible. And because of the kind of relationship you create with him, sometimes it blurs the line. So you don't even get to notice when he is actually harassing you. But the moment you start doing something and you don't like it, okay, and it is a no, you have to make sure it's a no. But sometimes some guys, they don't know shame. They don't care. They don't, you know, they just feel like, oh, you like it. So if I do it, like if it gets to that extent and like, you know, if I do it, I do it.
Which ways can you be harassed by your boyfriend? Hold on, I have my first caller. Okay. So, hello, caller. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Richard. I'm calling from Session.
What do you have for us today? Have you been harassed before, or have you harassed any girl before?
No, I haven't harassed anybody before.
Thank you for that, and don't. So, what do you have for us today, please? We can hear you. Hello.
No, I have not been harassed before. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Please stop listening to your TV set, okay? Reduce the volume on it and listen to me through your phone.
I've already done that.
Thank you. So what do you have for us today?
What I have to say is that, you see, some people, they dress almost half naked.
Okay.
And those kind of people, you see that what you yourself you are wearing is not something that is good. And you are going out there with that kind of dress. However, if somebody sees, what do you think the person will?
Okay, so you're trying to say that the way we appear makes men, you know, it calls men to harass us. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
But do you even think that is okay for someone to, you know, dress up and then you try to harass the person because of what he or she is wearing?
No, now what I know is that how everything is changing right now.
I didn't get you.
It's like we are covering the white. We are covering the white in the wrong way. You see somebody dressed with a breast showing. You see somebody dressed and almost you see them even when trying to take a car. They are trying to prevent their dresses not from flying. All those kind of things doesn't make you feel okay.
Okay.
And that is the way when people see, then they are like. They are attracted to you. So before they know, they have done something that they shouldn't have done.
All right, I'll take that as an advice. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
All right. So this one to say sexual harassment of women occurs largely because women most of the time occupy low-level job position and roles. At the same time, sexual harassment works to keep women in such position. Tofik from Takrady, do you think this is really true? For roles, the people are being harassed just because of roles. Okay.
It's actually the guy's comments that got me, right?
Okay, so
honestly, the way a lady dress or a guy dress shouldn't make you want to harass her. You are sick. You need help if you actually think it. Think about it this way. Your sister dresses the way somebody else dresses. Would you feel attracted to the person? Will you feel attracted to your sister that way? Like, you have to think about these things. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get you. I'm listening.
It is not right because of how a lady dresses. Yeah, sometimes it's very bad. But the fact that she has dressed that way doesn't give you the consent to want to harass her or to the extent of committing an assault.
Make sure you add your last word to that because our time is over.
Okay. Okay. So you can imagine, and it's not even about the way you dress. Look at this girl who got raped in Nigeria in a church room.
Yeah.
She has been going to that place for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. And she gets raped in the church room. If you have conscience, you wouldn't even do that there. Do you understand? Some people just don't have the conscience. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter how you look. If they want to harass you, they would just do it. Do you understand?
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for coming, Adam.
Thank you.
I do really appreciate your time. But I think I have to read this last comment, this last WhatsApp messages. Please, I know it's time. This is Mali from Achimota. Why is that guys are always to be blamed for sexual harassment? I have been harassed by a girl before. So please be gender balanced. That was what we were saying. We didn't base only on girls. Yes. So today we spoke about that of the guy side and the side of the men of us. So do join Global Media Alliance, yes, for the live broadcast on ETV Ghana and GBA Facebook Live as we recognize and reward outstanding companies in the beverage industries. Yes, this Saturday, it's happening on Saturday, 13th of June, 2020 at exactly 6 p.m. So who gets to win the Spirits Beer CSR Company of the Year, Local Beverage of the Year, or Manufacturing Company of the Year, amongst others. Yes, so for the first time, GBA, yes, Ghana Beverage Awards is going to be live on Facebook for you to watch. You know, it's an advantage. It's not going to be like those times that you get to be invited before you come. Wow. For people like me, it's an advantage. So you just have to stay glued on GBA Facebook Live and also stay glued on ETV Ghana to get to watch this exciting awards. It's not like, you know, those awards. Urban Awards, my GMA BCZ. So thank you for watching me today, and do catch the repeat on Saturday. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Mercy_B on Instagram, Mercy B on Facebook, and MB Wabe on Twitter. And then before we go, do you have any last, you know, just something small?
Yeah. All I just want to say is that
just make it short.
Exactly. So if you're a guy, if you're a lady, and you feel harassed, please report. And if you're in an institution, please check your sexual misconduct policies and make sure that when somebody is doing something you don't like, just report to the person. And trust me, it's going to be worth it. And also, if you feel that the way ladies dress can attract you to want to do something, there is help. It's not normal. There is help, and you can be helped. So please, we are there. Check us out. We are there, and we can help you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for that one. So as lawyer Leslie said, if you feel harassed by anyone, being your own father, your parents, or your pastor, whoever, make sure you contact the authorities and get help immediately. Okay, it's very, very important. And make sure it's not every statement that you just have to take it as a compliment. Make sure you let the person know that you feel offended by whatever word that he passed on you. Okay, thank you for watching. Thanks to my producer and also to my director and to everyone. So let's link into our power tip for today, and then we say a goodbye. Thank you for watching.